Well, it's sort of been leaked out, and most people have probably heard about it by now. But I thought, given that I've kind of been running my own thing on BackChat podcast, that we'd put it up on our YouTube channel as a bit of a release, because it seems like the right thing to do. That, yeah, coming back to the footy club, come out of nowhere a little bit, to be honest. Spoke to a few people over the last couple of days with a bit of a requirement of, both from a playing aspect, but also a leadership aspect, the experience aspect of playing at the club and knowing how things work inside the building. So overall, just excited. There's obviously a few different things that I can, aim towards. It'd be great to be able to play a game. Unsure if that's going to happen this week or when that would happen. But overall, just pumped to be back into it. My lovely wife Alex has been in isolation for the last week or so, so I've got about 6 hours more of that to run as a close contact. So I'll be in the building about 1 o'clock today. Thanks for coming and open it to questions.
When did you make this decision to return to the West Coast Eagles?
Well, it wasn't really a decision. It was just like a lot of things over the last 12 months. It kind of just come out of nowhere, and really, really jumped at it though. Like I didn't get to 200 games as a player. I played 194 games, and the opportunity came up that potential to add one more or 6 more would be amazing. And it was a bit of a no-brainer really. I've stayed in pretty good shape. I mean, I haven't been training the house down, but I never have as a player. So no-brainer. Question came out, straight back in. Let's go.
One of your last games at Peel, where you were playing, you had a pretty nasty back injury. Are you all physically fit, ready to go back into the squad?
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting one. I certainly gave myself a fair amount of time off after that back injury, and I guess just getting my body right, because I didn't think I'd be playing footy again. But I've been keeping fit. Like I said, I've never been the fittest, especially late in my career, never been the fittest guy, and my body's ready to go. The role that if I had to play at an AFL level would be as a key lockdown defender that probably wrestles a fair bit in the cage. So, I think that's very doable and within my fitness levels currently.
Can you talk us through that conversation with Adam Simpson? How did that go?
Yeah, pretty good. I mean, Simo and I have been pretty tight forever, really. I mean, Premiership coach of mine and stayed in contact since I've left the club. I was certainly probably done mentally at the end of my career, but physically I've felt like I always, had a little bit left in me. That's why I played Waffle last year. And, pretty much Simo knows that I'm a role player, knows how I operate, and knows he can give me a role on game day and be able to do it. Plus the additional factor of me being able to lead some of the younger guys within the group. I think that works quite well, so it was a pretty easy conversation.
Was the Fremantle Dockers ever a chance? Did they give you a call?
Would you reckon you'd ever see me in purple? I wouldn't have thought. No, I really wasn't. I wasn't putting myself out there to play footy again. I think the fact that I've been in the building at West Coast really made that only an option. I don't think Freo would probably have me down there at any stage, but. Like I said, it came out of nowhere. It wasn't like I'd been, sending my highlights tape to each West Australian club or around the country and get myself back on a list. But obviously with this SSP and some of the health and safety protocols that are going around, the opportunity came up and I'm in for it.
You've been in the media for the past 18 months or so. Do you have any sort of bridges to repair there? Anyone that you need to make amends with before you return to football?
No, I wouldn't have. I wouldn't think so. Like a lot of the guys that I played with throughout my time know that's the sort of person I am. Pretty opinionated at times, like to say how it is, and it's just how it goes sometimes. But there won't be too many conversations I need to have.
And Jermaine Jones, number 31 now. Have you thought about a number?
Well, I mean, I'll have to have that discussion with Jermaine. I mean, I'm not going to walk in the building and ask for 31, but Jermaine, time for my number back. No, I'll be happy with any number. Chuck me up in the 40s. Ryan Turnbull famously wore number 50 for West Coast, so if that's available, I'll chuck the number 50 on, and any contribution I can make to the team, the club, that's what I'll be there for. And family's excited about it too, so that's a good thing.
All right, great.
Thanks, guys.